What's up, gamers? This is NGG here with another list video. This time it is a list of 10 games you can play in co-op. These are gonna be local co-op. Tis the season. I made this video twice already around this time, so I will link those below and above. If you're interested in some co-op games you can play for the season or any season. Some of these games could be played in another season, and you'll see when I get to them. But let's start with the first one. And this one, I'm gonna go over the ones I beat. And sometimes I do this list for like games I want to get to, and it puts them on my priority list if I've talked about them already. But let's start with the games I've beat. Alright, so like the first game I want to talk about is Starlink Battle for Atlas. Now, Starlink Battle for Atlas is definitely a local co-op game. If you guys like ships, a little bit like Star Wars, in just you're only on the ship, you don't ever get off the ship, rarely, and you like your Toys to Life. I used to love my Toys to Life figures. I still do. I played and beat this game, and I thought it was pretty good. Some of the worlds are samey, so there's that. If you don't want like that kind of thing, then you're probably not gonna like this. They have different biomes, of course, but some of them are kind of similar-ish. So, but the fun is still there. You still have a deep story, what you're going on in Atlas. If you are a fan of Star Fox, you can play exclusively with the Star Fox figure and never take him out. I played with all the other characters as well, so that I could have a experience that wasn't just Star Fox. But if you want to have that experience as a Star Fox, what should have been or what could have been, you can play this too. So this one's definitely a split screen co-op on the Nintendo Switch. The second game I want to talk about is another beat game for me on this channel and also reviewed. It's Yoshi's Crafted World. Now, Yoshi's Crafted World is a fun platformer. It can be 3D. It's like if a child created the world. It's not super easy and it's not super hard. I mean, I guess if you're good at platforming, it'll be super easy. I'm not good at platforming, so it wasn't super easy, but it wasn't super hard. And I played this exclusively with somebody on the channel as well, and you can have the person hop on your back, or and you guys have unlimited ammo, or you guys can eat the monsters on the field and use those as ammo to hit the other things. And it's about exploring. You have to explore the world and find these a lot of the hidden things in these worlds. You got the Pushies are in this world, they're back. So yeah, I had fun with this game. Like I said, if you want to know more on my specific thoughts about this game and the last game, those are already reviewed on the channel for you, just in case. The next game is another beat game, but this one comes with a caveat. You can play it local co-op. Some people don't like to be Luigi, right? I didn't mind, my sister didn't mind, and I think we took turns being Luigi, or she was Luigi exclusively because she played it first. Either way, I wouldn't have minded because I loved the Luigi's Mansion games, and Luigi's Mansion 3 is super fun. The remake for number 2 is coming, but maybe that'll be on next year's list. But yeah, so if you don't mind playing your spooky games around this time or any time, I feel like Luigi's Mansion 3 specifically is a perfect time to play with your friends, and it's a fun game. It has online multiplayer, but if you want to play the story mode, because online multiplayer is not story mode, if you just want to play the story mode, you can play completely. As soon as you get Luigi, you can play this game completely in co-op mode, which I love. The next game I have for you is the Shovel Knight. And now I beat Shovel Knight, and I beat Shovel Knight with somebody as well. And I am not good at these side-scrolling kind of Mega Man-ish kind of games, and I was able to play and beat this game, and even hold my own where I was helping the other person out. So it works really well. Like, the amiibo functionality when you're playing in co-op is chef's kiss. Like, if you don't have an amiibo for this game, I would say either do the NPC thing, that's gonna be, well, you figure that out with the NPC reader, or get the Shovel Knight amiibo, which I have, and it's so much fun playing with the amiibo because the amiibo locks your like what you want in your stats in the game, so that every time you put in your amiibo to play, it has the stats and all the stuff that you've already done to it. And I believe, I don't know if that's still the case now, that was the only way to play co-op, is if you had the amiibo. So I'm not sure if that's still that same way, but I know when I played it way back when, that is how you unlocked co-op. So I guess if you have a Shovel Knight amiibo, or if you don't, you can let me know if you still need the Shovel Knight amiibo, or if you don't. I definitely played it with the Shovel Knight amiibo, and it was the amiibo had the most functionality I've ever seen out of any amiibo in this game. The next game I have for you is another played game. Now this is a game that's on my current list. This is Kitaria Fables, and this is a farming sim. So me and my daughter are playing this game together, and we've only played maybe 2 or 3 days of Kitaria Fables. She's away at college, so we only play every sparingly when she's around, when she's not doing anything. And it's a fun little game, but the first person definitely is the one moving around the screen, so second player kind of has to stay close. Second player is not like an existing character. It's not like a character where they get all the stuff. So second player is just, I mean, they can help you in battles, they can do a lot of things, but it's not the best, I will say, at the multiplayer, where player 2 definitely feels like they're lacking some functionality, as where player 1 does not. And so that's a nice little farming sim for you guys to play together. The next game is another game I haven't beaten yet, but I have played in co-op, and that is, now this one comes with a caveat, guys. If you get easily frustrated with each other, do not play this game. This is Cuphead. Cuphead is a really hard balls to the wall shooter game, side-scrolling shooter, and you can help revive each other in the game. So you have unlimited revives as long as you can reach your partner before they fly up into the air and disappear. You can keep reviving each other, but this game is super hard, guys. I've only made it past the 3rd little board, and I never made it further than that. That's how hard this game is. So if you want to take on a challenge and you have a partner where you guys both like really challenging games, this is gonna be the game for you. I don't know that I'll ever be able to play this one with somebody. I'm going to try one of these days, but this is just not the day. The next game I have for you is a beat 'em up, in the beat 'em up category, and this is River City Showdown. Now from what I hear, this is like the remake of River City Ransom, but with extra features. Now I have River City Ransom in another pack of games, so I don't know if I'll play it there, or if I'll play it there and come back and play it here as well. But I did find out with River City Girls that I like beat 'em ups enough, depending on the level of difficulty, and I really like the world of River City, so I am looking forward to playing this game. This is one that I have not touched, have not played, but I do like the River City Girls franchise, and this is just the boyfriend, so this is Kunio, and I think his friend as well. So yeah, I am looking forward to playing this game, just haven't had a chance to play it yet. The next one on the list is a little bit of a side-scrolling shooter, and it's a remake or remastering of an old game, and this is Pocky the Reshrined edition. And now I have never played this game, but this game reminded me so much of a game I used to love and play, the Mystical Ninjas game. I doubt that it plays like that, but it reminded me so much of that game, which is why it's on this list, because it's a game I definitely want to get to and I want to play. I just haven't so far, and this is one on my backlog list that I kind of want to move up in terms of local online. I just haven't played it yet, and this one looks super duper fun when we get a chance to when I finally get a chance to play it. But it is definitely I know the Asian version had a little bit more fan servicey than the American version, but I am happy that it made it to the West and we have a physical edition of this Pocky and Pocky, the Reshrined edition. The next game I want to talk to you is two games, and it's two games, but it's gonna be on one cart. And this one is played more or less during spooky season. It's probably when I'll play it. But this is Zombie Ate My Neighbor, and I got exposed to this because a friend of the channel really loves this game, and he was talking about it, and I was like, oh, Limited Run is printing that game. Well, I'll just pick it up. I didn't pick up the collector's edition or anything because I have no affinity towards this this game itself, so I don't know much about it, but I do know that he loved it enough to make me kind of want to get into it and see what it's about. I think this one's also a little bit of a shooter, but this one is like you guys have to stay together on the same plane. And the one that I know nothing about, but it's also a two-player game and it's also on this cart, is Ghoul Patrol. And Ghoul Patrol was also one of those classic games that was on the, I believe, on the Super NES. So if you have this game and you have somebody to play, I think these are short-ish games if I'm not mistaken. I haven't played any of these two games, but I am looking forward to playing one of these for this season, this spooky season, when I'm ready to play my spookish games for the season. So if you guys have some co-op games for two players only for this, just this video, put them in the list down below. Which experiences have you had on the Nintendo Switch that were just local co-op games that you were like, yes, this deserves a spot on next year's list? I want to thank you guys for watching and staying in tune, and if you've watched this far, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out immensely. I do these videos to let everybody know and also to chat with you guys in the comments below about different games and different games I'm interested. Remember, if you didn't see it on this list, it could possibly be on the last two lists that I've made already, so go check those other two out. If you're looking for other games in the co-op genre and you didn't find it in this list, it might be already in one of those list videos that I've already made. But thank you guys for watching. Happy gaming. Bye.